Today's podcast is brought to you by Quip.
Quip.
Here's something to chew on. Many studies suggest that having good oral health actually impacts your overall health. And a lot of people don't brush their teeth like they should. Autumn, stop touching your teeth. Don't stick your fingers in your mouth. Nobody stick your fingers in anyone's mouth.
Didn't realize that was a rule.
Kib, you specifically, you can start brushing better today.
My teeth are actually probably one of the whitest in the office.
But they look vampiric in nature, and they look
Well, they're
jagged.
not going to change that now, are they?
Why didn't your parents get you
Couldn't
braces?
afford it.
Well, allow me to introduce to you Quip, a company that's changing the way people are brushing their teeth. Quip is an electric toothbrush that packs premium vibration and timer features into an ultra-slim design. It's basically like Apple designed a toothbrush, but without the big price tag. You can even subscribe to receive new brush heads on a dentist-recommended 3-month plan for only $5, which includes free shipping. So Quip's actually backed by leading dentists and received one of Time Magazine's best inventions of 2016.
Wow.
That's really cool.
Better than your invention, for sure.
Not at all. Not even
What was it?
remotely. The rat scabler.
What does it do, pick off rat scabs?
No, he
No.
misspoke. It was rat scab alert.
Rat scab alert.
If a rat has a scab,
If you have a rat scab, this thing will notify you only at 12 p.m. every night until it's gone.
well, did you win the 2016 GQ Grooming Award? Because Quip did.
2017, actually.
That hasn't even been named yet.
Yet I know I'll win.
Well, did you make it on Oprah's New Year's O list, 2017 edition?
No, Oprah's pro rat. She doesn't fall under this peer pressure of rat scabs. She likes them.
Well, Quip is just $25. You can go to getquip.com/pine if you want to receive your first free refill pack along with a Quip electric toothbrush. It supports the show, and I love brushing my teeth now. I didn't before, and I usually wouldn't, I guess. Probably I'd say I brush once a day, which is not good. And now that I have an electric toothbrush, I'm very happy because this will definitely inspire me to brush more. And I hope you guys are inspired to support the show by going to the link in the description.
Thank you, Quip.
So once again, that's your first refill pack for free, and you just have to go to getquip.com/pine in order to get it. Let me spell that out for you, Kib. GETQUIP.com/pine. Repeat it back to me.
GET quip.pine.
No. Cool. Well, the link's in the description. Thank you, guys. And thank you, Quip.
Thank you, Quip.
Nice.
Guys, I need you to pet this thing here because
I will
it's
never pet
honestly like I'm thinking of names, and the first one is Squidward.
Squidgird.
Squidward.
Did anyone feed SpongeBob today?
Yes.
No,
Or fish? Oh, I did. That's right.
I've been trying to starve her. She's getting a little thick mama.
No,
she's-
terribly skinny.
She's so healthy. If you look at her close up,
Yeah, she is. We need to change her water, though.
the healthiest fish I've never seen.
We need to
She
change
gets
her
angry.
water.
Oh yeah, she's literally one of the most like hostile home fish.
And Mimi feeds the damn thing 5 a day.
I'm pretty sure Mimi's whispering racist things into her ear, and that's what's really pissing it off.
She's not hungry. She
She's
doesn't
not
need
hungry
5
for
little...
racist remarks.
She's hungry for power.
If
She
it-
is
being
hungry for
honest.
power.
Fish is overfed. It can die easily, right?
Not really. It just gets fatter faster.
My dogs ate salmon sushi the other day,
That was okay. Only if it has a parasite in it will it affect the dog negatively.
which is very likely for dogs.
really,
Yes.
but it didn't have a parasite in it.
how would you know?
I ate it. I'd have a parasite too.
Yeah, but dogs are far more likely to develop an illness related to the salmon.
Isn't anyone gonna get sick if there's a
No,
parasite?
dogs have a very weak immune system for salmon parasites.
Not those dogs. Let me tell you.
What?
They'll be all right, dude.
Yeah, I've been
trained
keeping
them.
watch. They also ate, I got home and they had eaten strawberry donuts that I had left out on a table.
They're
Well,
so
We
spoiled.
left some out here, too, and I got at them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's why I threw up like 3 times last night because I had like so many donuts.
What strawberry donuts? I had 4 of those.
Motherfuckers need to stop, as much as I love it, need to stop bringing donuts to
Don't
the office.
ever stop.
Please
Don't ever
stop.
stop. Don't
Stop
ever stop.
bringing donuts to the
No,
office.
don't stop.
Well, first off, I never get, that's why I'm a little pissed about it, is because I never actually get any because they're all gone.
There was 2 there still from yesterday. You chose not to eat them.
They're broken by the time I got to them.
They're still there. I had one this
Also,
morning.
you touched every single donut.
I touched one donut and
You
then I
touched-
ended up eating it.
You touched one donut, and you're like, this one doesn't have cream. And then you touched another one, you're like, too soft.
No, I only touched one and then I grabbed
Too
the other one and ate
salty.
it. Then I went back and ate the one I touched.
You grabbed 2.
No,
this
yes,
one's filled
I
with
touched one, didn't
nice
take it, grabbed
spiders.
one I
The only
wanted.
2 left
There's one left.
that you touched.
No, I didn't
Yes.
touch that one. I knew I didn't want that.
I
big
watched you
donut.
touch it this
Spread
morning.
it.
No, I
You were
ate
like,
it.
You walked in the office, you're like,
Oh,
oh, it's bright. And then you walked over to the donuts and you started fingering it, and you were just like,
Well, I'm
This is what
not
he
gonna
did. I was
finger
just
the
telling Autumn,
donuts,
this is
dude.
how Kib tests a donut. He puts his fingers in like this and then goes.
yeah, and
Open
spreads
it
it out. It's
see
in
what's
the middle of the donut hole. Oh.
No, it's not cream.
And then you put your hands on my keyboard trying to edit for me and just.
Oh, that's
only
squid
with
hand.
chocolate
Trying to
cream.
end it for me.
Only with chocolate cream. I wouldn't do that with raspberry.
So you may have noticed a lot of videos haven't been happening recently, and there are a ton of reasons for that. First off, we've been working on our film that's coming out the 24th on Rooster Teeth First.
Here's
and
to
then-
that, boys.
That's tomorrow when this goes up.
Oh,
So
yeah.
tomorrow.
Wow,
on
that's
RT
crazy.
First, and there will be.
That's
You best
crazy.
believe there will be a link in the description.
Best believe that.
And then it goes up on YouTube on the 30th.
31st.
Halloween.
31st,
And then
right?
BTS on November 2nd.
Yeah,
Day
the
of the Dead.
Cool. And then we have a theater screening.
Also, before that, our SB7 channel on RT First is going to be launching ideally on Halloween.
Oh, wait, yeah. Oh,
Yep.
my God.
As
Our-
well
our
as,
official
I
channel.
didn't tell you yet, you probably heard this from the grapevine, but not recently, we're going to be doing a gaming show once a week for Rooster Teeth First. That I'll set up, I'll take care of it. You just have to jump in, both of you, and you
Cool.
as well, whoever wants to
I'll
play.
help set it up too.
We'll just sit on the
Yeah.
couch all together, even if it's a 2-player game. We'll all just goof around on the couch, play games for 20 minutes. I'll edit that down to a 10-minute, throw that up on Rooster Teeth First, and you got yourselves game content, boy.
With the gaming content, though, I didn't want it to just be like any gaming channel, you know?
No, it'll be cool. It'll be
We'll
like
make it-
us sitting on a couch.
We
That's what
wanted
I
it to
mean.
be like sort of vloggy in a
Yeah.
way.
Exactly. I've got that in mind for sure.
So that's what I was having an issue with, thinking about like the
Is that kind of like what we filmed in the past, where it's like vlog, but
In
like
James's
in the
house.
vlog that you're like. filming
Or
in
at
the
I don't
your
think we
house
should
with,
stray
Friday the
too
13th
too
type
far
Exactly.
to that way. That's good too. But at the same time, it is a Rooster Teeth First, so it's like the gaming community of Rooster Teeth that wants to watch it,
Yeah.
wants to see a gaming video, so they don't want to watch a vlog. So
Well,
like a
what
good
we can
hybrid
do-
would be nice.
What we can do is we can have it set up to capture the gameplay
Mhm.
as a separate video, and that the entire video can be in one of the corners.
Ooh, and then we
or-
can have a walk around camera to go back and forth.
No, so any footage
be
that's on
cool.
us could be done vlog style.
Yeah, exactly.
And then also the gameplay footage will be being recorded and captured, and that will always
can
be
go
on
on the
you
screen,
know,
Cool.
yeah.
So then it'll be like a.
Yeah, like smaller.
I wanted it just how we shot it at James's house that one time because that was glorious.
Only through this.
Not only through that, because
That's the
obviously we're
thing.
gonna have to
You
put
wanna
the
see a
gameplay on
little
the
more
screen,
gameplay.
but stuff like
Yeah,
that's
so
really
that's
fun.
style
Exactly.
outside of the game, and
Mhm.
then
Yeah.
we'll also have the game.
Well,
footage.
that's
so like
subtle.
anything that we're saying is like, oh, that's why they're saying that because
It's gonna be fun
because
actually.
the
because
game's been off the whole time.
I have had such an itch for gaming lately, and I just downloaded a game, Guild Wars 2, and I've been playing it the past couple days.
Guild Wars, really?
It's so good. It's the best MMO I've played in a
I
long
played
time.
a long time ago.
Guild Wars 2.
Not Guild Wars 2.
It's really good. Like I've played ESO, I've played a million MMOs. Like I've downloaded fucking hundreds of them to see if I liked it and played like 5 hours of each. I know that's not enough, but like I should be hooked when I play a game instantly. And this one's been so good because it's kind of like an RPG, like playing a console game. You know what I mean? Like Assassin's Creed or something. It's very linear in the sense of like you're not stuck in an area for too long.
Sounds kind of nerdy. to be
It
honest.
is, but I'm enjoying it. It's giving me my gaming fix that I need.
Do you have a name in it? Do you role play as a certain character?
Guess what I put my name as? It's not
Queen
bad.
I love Sammy Joe.
How'd you know?
What is your name in it? Do you have a hero name?
Sugar Pine Kib? I want people to notice me. No one has.
Queen of Embers.
I was like, it'd be cool if there was like a fan that played it. No one does.
Is that cool?
I thought it'd be cool. They'd be
I've-
like, are you actually Kib? Nah.
I've been done gaming after that Game Grumps thing at Funhouse.
Yeah, you haven't played Overwatch in so long. Wow.
No, there's been no time. And
Yeah, absolutely no time.
I'm
and
a little
I'm very
distraught.
thankful that you haven't been.
yeah, right.
True.
That would ruin everything.
But
But
where's your outlet now? What do you do as your outlet? You haven't had time even for an
I've
outlet?
just been my outlet purely creatively is editing the woods. That's been fun.
And you've been
Uh,
killing it. You guys both have been killing it.
It's been fun to kill it.
You're the reason that this film is being completed. And I
Autumn?
sit back here. I'm the only one who doesn't know how
You're
to edit.
good.
And I sit back here wishing I could edit.
You've edited before though, right?
Mhm.
What'd you do?
Most short films that I did like throughout college, I edited myself.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah. I mean, I have like enough of a background that if I had the program and I was given stuff to work
Yeah.
on, I'd be able to. Like,
I
get
would
back
love
into
people
it.
to go watch that one we watched yesterday that we were
Which one?
laughing
The
at.
Dan Johnson one, or oh no, the
Um,
crappy interview one.
The one that was like
Where I
a
have to
little
shit?
bit like yeah. It
mean-
was so funny because like it was actually funny, but then it was also like you weren't as good now with film and editing as you could be now. You know what I mean? So it was just so funny the way you edited it.
Yeah, and technical knowledge aside, I mean, if you have an eye for film,
Yeah.
you're gonna be better automatically than
Yeah, and if
most
you
people.
can figure out
100%.
how to make that happen,
Yeah.
definitely.
It's so fun to
And
watch.
so I want to do it like after the woods. I want to work on like getting the program. Either I'll share Lauren's subscription, or Autumn and I talked about going half and half on a Creative
a
Cloud
prim-
thing.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
And then
or you just
I'll-
pirate it.
So then I'll just be able to work on it. Edit my own little slideshows.
I haven't used the Pirate Bay in so long. Is it still up?
No.
It's still up.
It's still up. Yeah.
Yep.
Pirate Bay?
Yep.
Mhm.
Oh, I got scared because I actually wanted to. What did I want to download the other day? Blade Runner. I wanted to download.
Don't
Blade
download
Runner.
that at the office.
Yeah.
No, I
don't.
wasn't here. I was at.
Programs
house.
aren't really like on the radar. It's more like new stuff that like is still.
No, it wasn't.
I mean-
It was Blade Runner, the movie.
No, I know that's what I mean. Like movies and things like that are on the radar for people. Like people haven't been caught in so long.
I always
was a
used to
big
use
bust a while
Kick-Ass
ago.
torrents.
Well, I think the
That's the
issue
one I used to use.
that I
And
wouldn't
one-
want to do it at the office because
Well, IP track.
I don't think really many people get in trouble for that
They
kind
don't.
of stuff.
Not anymore.
Your provider, your service provider, will crack down on you,
Mhm.
and they'll give you a warning, and then after that warning, I think they'll just nix your whole
Account.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
I think
I
that's
almost
actually
did that at the old production company I worked at because I downloaded the Revenant at work, and then they were like, "Don't do that, or we'll shut down your internet." So
That's
Did you get in
so
trouble?
funny.
yeah, they were like, "Why would you do that?" And it's like, I don't know.
Because I didn't want to pay
I was
for it.
fucking bored, idiot.
yeah.
Wanted to break the law. Feel like I was living on the edge.
I've never seen the best scene to The Revenant, the opening, where it's a continuous shot, because I got to the theater late and I never
Dude,
watched
The
it.
Revenant's
the fuck?
amazing.
Yeah.
It's
I missed the one
amazing.
scene I
It's a great
needed to
film.
see.
I saw it
Besides the
twice in theaters with my brother, like back to back.
Dude, that bear scene is brutal. I watched it the other day. That is
Same,
fucked.
same
It's
cinematographer
fucked,
as
yeah.
Children of Men.
Mhm.
Yep.
Johnny Gorfit.
Emmanuel Whiskey.
I've been trying to get Kib to watch
Wait,
Children of Men.
I thought.
What is that again?
I thought Inuyasha did Revenant.
Same cinematographer.
Oh.
Yeah, same DP.
Duh.
Children of Men is that singular shot in the car that I showed you.
Oh yeah, I
Mhm.
really want. I mean, I'll watch it tonight. Actually, I have like time to watch.
You and Sammy
movies.
Joe could watch it.
She's gone for a couple days, so I'll watch movies when
Oh,
I'm
where
at
is
home.
she?
She's in Palm Springs, and then I'm gonna drive up on Sunday.
Cheating.
Meet her family. Well, yeah, as you do.
With
Well-
with a desert man.
His name's Klondark.
The desert man.
Klondark, the desert man.
Klondike the Desert
He
Man.
sells his homemade pens out of his thing. Just
Like
What-
ink pens.
he has a feather with just dipped in ink, and it doesn't like you can't write with it.
He
Doesn't
goes to
work at all.
Burning
It's
Man just to
dry.
read.
He hasn't
dry.
figured it out yet. He's still working.
He's
on it.
working on it.
He's
though.
selling them though.
You know what? What
He's
matters
selling
is that he gets by.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He
And he's
gets
doing
by.
what he loves. He's a
He
good
drinks
guy.
his own piss though. That's just purely for his own fun.
Yeah. He goes to Burning Man just to read John Grisham to kids.
I tweeted out about the Woods premiere last night, or the poster, and I was like, a story of a boy and his dog.
Yeah, I saw that.
And then somebody, who was it? Oh, it was fucking Couch Shop's Twitter replied and was like, I just want to know if there's really a dog and if he gets out okay. And I was like, he actually owns the cabin rental business. And he's like,
He's doing perfectly
yeah.
fine.
I was like, you know, he's managing. You know, the off season's a bit rough, but he manages.
Such a real conversation.
I love it.
Oh, also videos haven't been going up recently because of the car accident. So that's
Yeah.
been an interesting thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thank God you're okay, man.
Do you want to talk about what
Gives a
happened?
spook.
Yeah. Bad driving.
Mm-hmm.
Very.
And tons of ferrets. So many ferrets.
Could almost be a PSA for drive better.
It's a PSA for I mean, because I drive to clear my mind.
Yeah.
It's a very relaxing thing.
And you have a sports car that goes fast.
But I wasn't even going particularly fast. I mean,
Mhm.
I was going above the speed limit, not in a ridiculously unsafe manner, but I hit a curb and then bangarang. I was just
8 flips later.
yeah, it was a solid couple of flips. Yeah.
Tell you right now, we're all just thankful that
Yeah,
you're
man.
fucking alive, dude. Holy shit.
Dude, it was scary. The scariest part was being upside down
Mm-hmm.
and then unbuckling my seatbelt. My hands pushed up because I have like the sunroof or the glass roof. So my hands pushed up against that because I was upside down. And then I looked at my hands afterwards, and that was the only scary part about all this was they were very bloody. But
Yeah.
other than that, I was pretty much fine. But then the actual
believe it.
scariest part was pushing the door to my left, which was completely fucked. I couldn't get out. And so you started feeling this sort of like claustrophobia.
And
And
danger. You don't know if your car's going to explode. You said you smelled fumes as well.
yeah,
right?
there was definitely a smell going on, and I was like, that could just be purely shit from my pants from how scared I was. And then I pushed the door out to my right, and that was equally fucked. And I was just like, here we go. I'm it. This is it. This is my end. But I couldn't imagine a more fitting death than dying in my car. But then I kicked the door,
Mm-hmm.
and it was quite a hero moment. It was very cool because I kicked it and it opened. I was like, and then I walked out. Yeah. And then
Duncan.
yeah, the tow truck guy and all them, they couldn't believe that the tow truck guy was like, yeah, most people that get in an accident like that, that's you're either deep into the ICU or you're dead. And I was just like, well, I'm a superhero, so.
And that's like a combination of luck and Jaguar.
Oh yeah, kudos to them.
Wow.
Yeah, seriously.
Like
For making
your zone, I got to sit in it when we filmed our last video, Happy Accident, for the bit where I'm in the car and then I come out like I borrowed the car and everything. And when I sat in it, I was like, this is relatively okay. Like, obviously there's fucking glass everywhere and it's fucked, but like very safe. I was shocked.
Yeah, I looked at the stat sheet of the car, and they have a rollover cage in it.
Wow, I didn't even know that.
That's great.
Yeah, which is very lucky.
I was gonna say because it's glass on the top, like, I thought it was just gonna be like,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
you'd think.
That's the
Luckily,
rollover
I
cage
had
that
the
helps you.
thing pushed in. What is it called?
The cover for the
The
sunroof,
cover for the sunroof. Yeah.
which is just simply a piece of fabric. Like it's like
Yeah.
That actually protected a lot of the glass though. Like
It was
none of the
like
glass from
holding
the
it in,
top really fell through, right?
No, not really.
Thank
It
God.
was just broken a bunch. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's been sort of fucking me up lately.
Yeah.
Luckily, I've had time to just work on the short film and try to edit that, and creatively it's had me very fulfilled. But the vlog has definitely suffered.
Yeah.
We haven't uploaded as much.
We
and
needed time. Like
yeah.
a week wasn't even enough, man. Like holy shit. But it was fun to get back into it. That's for you.
I should have gotten tests done, but I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
That was like, I mean, I still think you're fine, but it's one of those things that like damage like that can not appear for like a year or 2 years, so you're still gonna get checked.
Yeah,
in
once I
November.
have once open enrollment starts in November for health insurance, I'm gonna go
Mhm.
do that because I've had like 2 months without health insurance, so that's kind of a bummer. But
me too. Actually.
yeah.
Hey, dude, 4 months here.
yeah.
Only
But,
paid for the first 2 months of my being in the States.
well, we're back on track though, at least.
We
Yeah.
are, and,
And
we're
it felt
gonna get
great.
the ball rolling and get back into it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the woods is almost done.
Mhm.
It's a relief.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
And that's gonna be something like already. I'm proud of that.
Yeah.
You know,
And it's even if it's not like the best short film in the world, we'll have something out there, and it's a start.
yeah.
You know, it's
First of many, many, many.
That's the thing too. We got to keep in mind, even for ourselves, because we're our own worst critics. Like, it's our first film.
oh, I imagine there'll
None
be
of
worse
us
critics.
have. There will be absolutely.
Roger Ebert.
There will be, but we're pretty hard on ourselves with this, and it's our first short film. It's our first like real script that we've ever done anything with. So like, it's pretty good. You know what I mean? I'm really proud of it. I think you guys all did a fucking phenomenal job editing it. I think we all had fun and did a good job.
Had a great time.
I
Yeah.
think there are going to be some things in the film that people are going to see and be like, oh, whoa. Oh,
No,
wow.
seriously, there-
no, dude.
I'm excited to be at the screening with everyone and feel that reaction, like that type of energy that you feel in a theater. Like, just imagine you watching a movie that like where the whole crowd's into it. Like I saw Lights Out, that horror movie, and there's one scene in that movie where one of the characters, like you think he's about to die, but because the monster can't go in light, and he's like being held up, and his car's there, and he boop boop with the lights, and that like saves him. The whole fucking crowd just starts cheering, and like that type of energy when the whole audience is collectively like into it, like is so crazy. And to be the ones who made that movie with them there, like when they react to it like that, it's gonna be an unbelievable feeling.
I'm really excited to see like what people find funny, because even watching like when we did a rough watch down with like the director John, Mimi, and everybody, like they were laughing at parts that like I didn't really know were funny until they were laughing, and it made me go, "Oh, that is funny."
Yeah, my
So it's
worst fear is people
fun.
laughing at things that aren't funny.
Like, oh my god, that's so stupid.
Yeah.
I think the most important thing to do in a film in any film really is be self-aware with it, because that adds a level of like understanding, like that the filmmakers and the audience will share, in the sense that like
I'm not taking it too seriously.
yeah, and not even just not taking it seriously, but just knowing what it is. Like we knew what this movie was going into it.
We
knew.
definitely did have a more serious take on it at first, and I think as we like had the footage and we started watching, we're like, okay, we can like take this less serious in a good way, not like it's just a shitty thing, but like
That's
we don't have to
why-
be like, this is the scariest, most serious film you've ever seen.
People had heart attacks in the theater. 96 children ate themselves to life.
Autumn's had 3 strokes while editing it.
But that's just because of the flashing lights. I flashed
World's
at her.
best hot sauce.
This isn't the first short film you've edited, right? You've edited other ones.
Yeah, it's not. I've edited 2 other ones before, and one was like on this caliber where it was like a bigger production. But it was a sci-fi. It had a lot of like visual effects and stuff.
Did you have to do the
Um,
visual effects?
I did most of them, yeah, but I had a little bit of help. But
Like
that
lasers
one,
and shit?
yeah, we had like laser cannons and like we had some like stuff we had to matte track into the background and stuff. It was fun. I did a hologram. It was cool.
How does it compare to this one? Are you
Well, that
experiencing
one-
struggle or
That one was a different story because it had 3 months of pre-production and a really big crew, and it was like very well thought out. So like when it came to me in the edit, it was really easy to put together, and there was nothing like, oh, if we had had more time, we could have done this or whatever. So it was definitely easier. And I was also involved in the conception of it more, so it was easier for me to like get into it.
Yeah, because I mean, when it comes down to it, we had 3 days to shoot.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why, but we had 3 days to shoot, and then how much time to prep it? It was like a month of prep.
Are you
sort of.
talking shit?
It was really fun though. You know what was I think the most fun as far as like the prep was the excitement and like the rush of like we got to get this all together. We got to get it together before shooting.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then it was
having a
just
time constraint and a
fucking-
deadline and stuff,
it's
especially
fun.
when it's something you're passionate about, it somehow motivates you more.
Forces you to not be lazy.
Mhm.
Like you have to like get everything
Yeah.
in order.
And
No,
and
that
that's
was
film
our
it,
true.
other
otherwise
I
it won't
almost,
work out.
yeah, I almost
Mhm.
wish that like, cause since I am like, I was used to films like editing films that have like clearer deadlines and stuff. I almost wish, cause the way you edited it was you went like scene by scene,
Mhm.
which like I immediately didn't even think of doing because I wanted to do it the way that I had like learned how to do it. But I think the way you did it is actually better because it's like on this short of a turnaround, it's kind of like, I don't know. It
Do a
makes more
scene and
sense.
perfect
allows
it
you to like
Yeah.
analyze
Yeah.
it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I really like
Um,
doing one scene at a time because I get very passionate about the scene, and I try
Mhm.
to turn it into my own thing. And try
probably
to
feels
add-
like you can handle it more too. Like you have a chunk that you can just like
yeah,
master.
because
it's-
transitions aren't particularly hard.
Yeah, and
Mhm.
it's cool too because it like story-wise too, and also like acting performance-wise. Like if you look at not only like the project as a whole, but each scene as like an arc in a way, and as like a complete little sequence, then that's like really good to like perfect that in its little bubble, and then have like the overarching thing connecting them all together
mhm.
and shit. So like when you do it scene by scene, you're in that scene, and you're like, okay, this is its thing now.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
then boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, and I think I was doing it with the mindset of like, okay, I do a pass, and then the director looks at it and tells me do this, and then I do another pass, and the director looks at it and tells me do this. But it's like, on this timeline, it's like you just have to do it, you know?
John comes in
Um,
one time.
Yeah.
It's looking good.
Great.
No, John,
Post
Alright.
it.
Yeah, John, our
Now.
director, John Redlaker, wonderful,
Yeah, he's
wonderful.
awesome.
He's
Amazing.
extremely talented, great to work with. Literally one of the best people to work with on set. Like
Oh
he's,
yeah.
I loved that being like, and like the three of us being actors in it too, not just like on the sides production stuff. Like being actors in it on like 20-hour days. To have a director who's pumped like the whole time,
So
always
fucking
problem
passionate
solving,
about it.
passionate, like he's there like keeping morale up, and John did like an amazing job of that, and it like held the fucking production together for sure.
He probably
Yeah,
had the
and-
most exhausting job.
Oh, absolutely. And he had great ideas on, because there was no way we were going to be able to shoot every single thing the exact way that we wanted it shot. Like there are a couple scenes in particular I'm thinking of that aren't the way they are in the script,
Mhm.
but our workaround for it that John was
The
like,
orgy.
coming up with, yeah, the orgy scene was
Mhm.
fucked.
Where Steve
And-
made me come with only his thoughts.
Yeah, just like that.
Fuck.
But yeah,
Fuck,
no, he
fuck.
was great at problem solving
green.
and like rerouting us to get us to a point where it's still gonna work and be like quality. Enough with the calm.
I learned a lot from that whole experience, and I think it's going to be invaluable to have the short film go up and then have the behind the scenes go up a couple days later, because if you're interested in film and learning how all of that even happens, then especially the behind the scenes, there's a lot of information in there that's really valuable.
Now that I
Invaluable.
think about it too, the behind the scenes might actually go up the same day as the film. Fareed said it's just better because when people go up, they want to, like when you watch, he's used for example Game of Thrones, you watch an episode or a couple episodes, then you want to know immediately. You don't want to wait and think about it and be
True.
like, oh, is it up in 2 days?
Right,
Game
so
of
it might go up
Thrones
the same
has,
day.
Like at the end of their episodes, they'll have like the behind the scenes and shit.
Yeah, right.
that
right,
would be
right.
good. Yeah.
It's a good behind the scenes too.
And
it's fun.
if what we have planned, where our channel on Rooster Teeth First launches on Halloween, we'd be able to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So that's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
And it's already put together. So
So that'll be good. Yeah, Kiv's been editing the behind the scenes, and Autumn and I have just been editing the film, and it's all really coming together, I think, in a good way.
Mhm.
And I'm proud of it. I'm still very worried for that live screening though.
yeah, I mean, I think the people that are gonna go to the show are so excited for it and such like, hopefully passionate SB7 fans that they're gonna enjoy it regardless, and they won't be harsh critics of it. They'll just be like excited to be there, like with us and watching the film.
Because it is an experience. And I think
Yeah.
in total, the movie, well, the short comes out to about 22 minutes, I want to
Mhm.
say. I hope that there's a way we can maybe extend it a little bit longer to 25 minutes, but if we can't, that's fine. I think 22 minutes is a good length for a short
it's
film.
a great length
Hell
for a
yeah.
short
Yeah.
film.
It's
The
perfect.
funny thing about a short film is anywhere between like 5 and 60 minutes.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
that's all a short film.
Mhm.
So a 22-minute is just long enough to like get a story out there, get out characters who you can like empathize with and like relate to, and not, it's not just like a quick little scene or something.
Yeah,
Like that.
it's long enough
Mhm.
that, like you said, you get to like actually emotionally attach yourself to characters and stuff, as well as it's short enough that it keeps everybody's attention.
Right.
They're not bored
Yeah.
40 minutes in going like, okay.
Yeah.
22 minutes is like, YouTube
Yeah.
videos are 22 minutes.
Yeah.
So it's a great for our audience too. That is
Napoleon
pretty
Dynamite
long.
is an hour 36.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? Our longest
Short.
video, our longest SB7 video was the sleepover one. Was 18 minutes.
Oh my
Remember that?
god.
Yeah, Jesus
dude.
Christ.
I wanted to kill myself when I was editing that.
You
Me
edited that
too.
one?
Yes, dude. Do you remember, like, because you wanted me to do it in a day, and then I was like, these subtitles are taking me so fucking
Subtitles
long.
take so long.
Holy shit.
You probably have it down better, but like even on my little 4 or 5 minute videos, when I was doing subtitles, it was like 3 hours of work. On Premiere, it's not very easy.
It's not.
It's
and
not
I definitely,
user-friendly.
like, I
Dude.
found out a better way of doing it, but, like, holy shit. When I was editing that, I was like, I wanted to kill myself.
I
It
feel
took
bad
so
for you
fucking
guys. I can
long.
do 10 minutes of subtitles in about an hour.
I know, you do it so
How? What the
fast.
fuck do
It
you
must just
do?
be
Well, I have a lot of
easier.
spelling errors.
That
is what it comes
also
out to.
true.
Instagram.
Instagram.
Follow us on Instagram.
I'll never get past that one.
That's the funniest.
And you'll never
That
get
was
past
good.
Chance the Rapper.
We won't,
Bring
will
it
we?
up more.
God,
It was an
Chance
amazing
really
concert, though.
fucked
It was
us
a
up.
fucking amazing concert.
Imagine
Honestly,
if we
I
had
think the
another
best
day.
concert.
Perhaps if we had another day to shoot instead of going to a Chance concert, maybe the film would have. It's
I don't
tough,
know, I
though.
think it's gonna be great.
It is going to be
But
great.
that's just me being optimistic.
People are already being mean on the Rooster Teeth subreddit. They saw our poster and they're like, looks bad.
Really?
All right.
Somebody was literally tweeted.
Looks bad.
I posted it today too, and someone said, "Hey, you guys ever seen the movie Tusk?"
Oh, right.
It is like, it looks exactly like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely an inspiration.
100%
Yep.
like it.
I think Tusk has a cool poster.
Yeah.
It is. It's really cool.
You know, everything in life is inspiration based. So fuck yourself.
And it was the
This is
same
all
artist,
based
so
on
we're allowed
Tusk,
to.
So, yeah.
Literally, the whole movie is literally a ripoff of Tusk.
Yeah. Now that I think about it,
Now that he thinks about it,
I'd like to move on to a very short segment called Story Time with James. It's a very short one today because it's just as we were talking about what topics to talk about for the podcast, I remembered a funny story from high school, and it's quick. It's probably only about 36 minutes.
Is there conflict?
and resolution
There
this
is
time.
a conflict. There is no resolution.
Fuck, dude.
Well,
Make it up.
spoiler.
Well, I'll
Change
put
it.
it this way: the resolution was just like a look.
Well, tell me it.
Okay, so this was in high school, and the high school I went to, we had drug dogs that would come there unannounced. Just the dogs by themselves would come there.
They were homeless. Strays.
We had drugs that would come unannounced to, you know, sniff around classrooms, sniff around the cars and shit like that. I think I was a sophomore. And so I was in my biology class, and an officer with his drug dog came to the class and was like, hey, we're going to sniff anything if all the students can come outside so we can sniff all the stuff. And so we're walking out, and my friend Andrew, who was in the class with me, he, on his way past the officer and the dog, he asked the officer, is the dog circumcised?
You did tell me this.
And the teacher, like the officer was just the most like, I had never in my life would I have ever like heard of that. And the teacher, I remember just being like, Andrew, like, what even made you think that?
Valid question.
Yeah, Andrew, valid question, officer.
Answer the boy.
No. But yeah, no, that was it.
I love that story though. Officer just goes, and then walks away with the dog.
Second part of the story, different story.
Dog was circumcised.
This is I remember because it also had to do with an
Crudely.
officer who was just dumbfounded by what he'd seen, and then it involved me though. So this is when I lived in San Francisco, going to school up there, and I was on this street, Ocean Avenue. Mimi knows Ocean Avenue, and so I was
Mimi
driving
knows
right
Ocean
near where the 101 comes in, where that fire station is. Yeah. You guys know what I'm talking about. So it's a terrible street because every street in San Francisco is too small for the amount of traffic that's on it. So there's bumper to bumper traffic because there's a freeway on-ramp coming off the freeway. There's also a fire station right there. And so I'm in traffic, like not a single place to go, not an inch to move, right in front of the fire station. And I hear, like the fucking sirens coming on and the fucking fire just like trying to get out and they're like honking at me and shit. And I'm like, I can't like go anywhere, but seems like an emergency. So the only option I had,
I think.
was to drive on the sidewalk to get out of his way for him to go. But again, there's traffic. I can't just like off the sidewalk. So I had no choice but to turn the corner on the sidewalk with my car, which went into like a big driveway or something. And I turned the corner, and who else is there standing but a police officer? And this is the way he looked at me.
No fucking way.
I turned the corner and I see him, and he looks at me. He goes,
Did you go like the giant fire trucks needed
"No,
to
I
get
did."
by?
Like he looked at me like he was just like, "What the fuck made you think that was a good idea?" Like just like who on earth would ever think of that? And
You're
then
just like-
I drove next to him and I rolled the window. I was like, "I'm so sorry. Like I was in traffic. The fire engine was coming out, and he was immediately like, Oh, it's fine. And then he literally helped direct me back into traffic.
Oh, that's really sweet.
It was
He
funny,
helped
though.
jerk me
He was
off.
probably honestly happy that you did that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I always
But
get out of the way.
It was funny because it was just like he'd never seen anything like that in his whole life.
You know what I noticed though? In LA, so many people don't get out of the way.
That's
for
so stupid.
Yeah,
It's
they're
so
shitty.
fucking stupid. Get out of the way. It's 2 seconds to go. Back
Someone's
into
life
traffic.
could be at risk.
Yeah.
Someone that was in a rollover.
Imagine if 10
somewhere.
And if 10 people don't get out of the way, that's like an hour left.
Tell you, I wish I did not take an ambulance.
Yeah. How expensive was that?
Haven't gotten the bill yet. I think they come like
Three?
a couple
2,000?
months later.
Yeah.
Oh, they
that's
do.
Really
I want to say it's only going to be a 2,000,
That's
1,000 or
fucked, dude.
2,000, but it's still fucked.
I would be like, I'll walk.
Yeah, I should have. I just didn't know that I was like,
Well, no, you shouldn't. have.
Fine.
You
It's
should have.
fucked because even with insurance, ambulance bills are huge.
yeah.
Like it's like that. I think ambulance, like trips being fucking picked up in an ambulance. It's not like you're choosing that. It's not like you're going into your doctor's office saying, "Hey, I want this exam," or "Hey, I want this surgery." It's like that you need to take me to the hospital right now. Like that should be waived.
I would
or
just
like worked out.
Call an
So-
Uber.
Excuse me, so would you mind
Yeah,
picking
right.
me up? With
Hello today.
Is he American?
Yes, he's an American one. Hello today. Welcome to the Uber.
So we actually have, believe it or not, 2 sponsors for this podcast.
oh baby.
Can you believe that,
The
everybody?
second one
Oh yeah,
is Quip.
Gerald.
Nope.
First one, Quip.
First one,
Second
Quip.
one, Stitch Fix.
Stitch Fix. That's
Stage
right.
Fix.
Nope.
Where
Stitch
we
Fix.
fix your stages from home.
God, there we go. So here we go.
Make any other face. I'm sick of you.
If you place an order with Stitch Fix, please. If you're like a lot of guys,
Dude, that
probably think
actually is
of-
legitimately the Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Say,
vampire
I've
face.
come to suck your
All right,
cock
let's do this.
egg.
If you're like a lot of guys, you could probably think of a million things you'd rather be doing than shopping for clothes.
Mhm.
Well, Kib likes shopping for clothes, but that's about it. Actually, James likes shopping for clothes too.
I
I
love
think I'm the
shopping
only
for
one
clothes.
who doesn't like shopping for
Love
clothes, actually.
I
So.
twiddle my toes in the dressing room and wait till they tell me you've been in there too long.
Besides the parking and the endless crowds and trying to get advice from anybody in the stores or trying to browse online, it's impossible to shop, at least in my opinion. I can never find anything that fits me, at least, and I never find anything that actually looks good on me. That's where Stitch Fix Men comes in. They've reimagined how to find and buy clothes, and you never have to leave the house. It's that easy. All you have to do is go to stitchfix.com and type in the sizes you want, the type of clothing you want, and the price range you're looking for, and they'll hook you up. You'll get a personal wardrobe assistant, and they'll provide you clothes based on the type of style you want to go with and the price range. 5 items are delivered right to your door, and you get to decide what you want to keep and what you want to give back, and you won't be charged for the stuff that you want to give back. Shipping's free both ways, so anything you don't want, just send it back, and exchanges are also free. You can get your fix monthly, quarterly, whenever you feel like it, actually, because Stitch Fix doesn't require a subscription. It's easy, and the shipping is free, so why not give them a try? I promise you'll be hooked.
You'll
So
be
get
in
started now.
stitches with how happy you are with this.
Yikes. So get started now at stitchfix.com/pine. You'll get an extra 25% off for keeping 5 items in your box. That's stitchfix.com/pine to get started today. Link in the description. So next up, we have a very important segment called Life Advice with Alfredo. He's been really wanting to chime in. Recently, he hasn't gotten a lot of screen time, so he figured what better place to start than
He's
the
been rude.
podcast. He has been very rude lately. It's been
Rude
a
He's
little,
as
stealing
well.
my lunches as well, and I'm still looking for them.
you don't bring lunches because
Well,
he's been
that's
stealing
because
them.
He's been stealing
right,
them.
right,
He's been
Yeah, you walked
stealing
right into
them.
that one.
He's actually been paying way less attention to me lately, and I don't like it.
Why is that?
That's hurting my feelings.
He did say he was on Tinder, and I did match with him
Well,
Why are you on Tinder? You have a girlfriend.
to find new friends. And Alfredo and I haven't been that close in the office, so I thought, hey, if I can find him on Tinder, I can be friends with him.
You literally used an app that only matched you with people that look like you.
Because I want to be friends with the best looking people.
But it
I
only
can
matched
find.
you
like
with Palestinians.
French lesbians.
Actually, they were Indians.
Oh.
Thank you. And they were all so nice, and I've gotten coffee with thrice of them.
Oh, it's
Oh,
because
yeah.
only Indians use that service because it's called I love you, Maria.
Sounded Hispanic.
It wasn't supposed to.
That's okay, Mimi.
It's
Cool.
okay.
All right, do we have questions?
Yeah, Autumn, you can go ahead and read them, and then I
All
guess Alfredo, you can walk over now, buddy.
Where is he? Oh, there he is. Okay.
All right, cool. Okay, Alfredo.
What? Why
Did
does
you
that hurt
hurt
so bad to
yourself?
sit down, dude?
So many times I've wished for you to be great, but you've only given me so little in the hope in the scheme of our life, and I'm sorry for your existence,
Oh my
Is
God.
that-
but I don't have a word.
Is that like hemorrhoids?
I've got the wood.
All right. Well, okay, Alfredo. The first question is.
Stop tickling me.
Guys, pay attention. First question is from Adam D, and it says, Alfredo, we're trying to get my grandma into an assisted living home, but none of them will take her. We think it's because over time she lost all her fingernails. What should we do? She's becoming a hassle at home whenever we have to put cream on her finger wounds.
You say she's becoming a hassle. I think that is a very nice quality in a man, is to be no fingers, no nails. All of your hair is tied up in a wand. So if you ask me, I think you keep her around as long as you can, because when she's gone, you're going to wish that the running competitions you had with her in the backyard were still around, but in reality, you'll never be able to do them again.
Are you okay?
I just choked up when I think of old stuff.
Any old thing at all.
Oh, God.
Next question.
All right, Alfredo, relax.
Sorry.
Jesus.
Lunch, bitch.
Okay, the second question is from Sophia D. It says, Alfredo, what is your beauty/skincare routine? I'm actually interested to hear this too.
Beauty skin cream. Piles of Dover. Cliffs of Dover. Favorite band. Marty and the Wit Jets. And I also like the side angle. View of my face inside of a mother. A mother's womb is my warmest home. I've crawled a lot.
Like
Beauty tips.
Okay.
Good beauty tips, man.
My favorite man.
Well, your skin is glowing today, so nice to know. Okay, this is from Alejandro. It says, Hello, Alfredo. I'm trying to be a better person. I'm kind of a douchebag. What can I do?
First things first, don't ever talk to me like that again, little girl. Not
sorry.
you, the one who was wishing for you to be him. Never mind, you're stupid.
Yeah, a little bit.
So, what was his name? Magiman?
Alejandro?
Magiman, this is what I say to you. If you're a douchebag, simply take the bag, rip it open as hard as you can, and release your wounds to the world. And if they don't accept you, then all you have to do is pick up a rake. You pick up the rake as hard as you can, you put it down quickly.
Wow, that was actually very good advice.
Yes.
Yeah,
Just
that, like,
open up to the world.
Yeah.
Holy
That's,
shit.
No, it was
that's
about the
really
rake,
nice of you.
idiot.
Okay.
All right, this is from Cassidy. It says, Hi, okay. Hi, Alfredo. Please help me. My roommate brought home a haunted doll from an alleyway, and now I don't know what to do. She's trying to kill all of my roommates, and we don't know how to defeat her. Can you come help us?
Pondering a second.
Mm-hmm.
Haunted dog, you say?
It's a doll.
Haunted dog. Polyamorous. That's my first thought. Second thought, I'm christening the bed tonight. Where could you have to join me? Okay, Autumn. Anyway, on to the real issue.
It's fucking impossible, dude. Holy shit. This is really funny. Yeah, this is really funny.
Haunted dog. Step 1. Pour out a bottle of wine in case you'll get too pasty.
Mm-hmm.
Second topic. Let's talk about the news coming out of Jerusalem, because they had an exact incident like this previously. Jerusalem dealt with it very difficultly, in such a way that I find very cool. Let me talk about the first topic. The topic in Jerusalem was what got me thinking about this. The topic.
All right, I don't think we're talking about this anymore.
The haunted dog will not go away. Understand? Understand? The haunted dog will not go away. Understand? Dog.
No, Alfredo, it's okay.
The
It's all
haunted
right,
dog.
dude. It's
The
okay.
haunted dog.
It's okay, dude. Just chill the fuck out. Your proboscis is getting wider.
Yeah, but not wow.
Steve, tickle him.
Choo.
That was a weird thing to say.
All right.
That's the Beatles, dude.
No. Yeah, let's try not to have that happen again. That went really off the rails. Okay, this one says, Hey, Alfredo, big fan here. My question is, how do you deal with the rest of Sugar Pine 7 not being able to comprehend your level of intelligence sometimes? Also, are you offended that you weren't invited to the streamies? That's from Taylor C.
Well, Tasty Bee. Well, Tasty Beast. I was very offended by the not giving me streamers for my birthday. But what I was really offended about was the fact that all they got me were cantaloupes. They threw cantaloupes at me, not Sugar Pine 7.
No.
I'm talking about the children from the farm.
Alfredo, not your birthday, the Streamies, the award show we went to that you didn't get to go to.
Oh. Oh, that one. Of course. I'm stupid. Well,
Were you offended by it?
yes.
Well, I just was worried that people wouldn't take kindly to your appearance, I guess.
It's the appearance mostly,
It's the
Alfredo.
appearance,
You
yeah.
never have had faith in me. That's why you keep me behind the camera. But I know that I'm the best Academy Award non-degraded cinematographer. But
Sure.
the thing that pisses me off is you don't understand it. My looks on my country, it makes me. I'm one of the best looking animal wranglers in my whole country, and you don't even let me wrangle.
Of course, but the fact that you look like three men jerking off a midget stacked on top of each other until I'm crying, it's frightening and arousing for most.
But if you don't show them now, they'll get too afraid to be seeing me
Okay,
later.
easy, buddy.
Yeah,
You're
let's
hurting
go
yourself.
easy. You're
there.
hurting yourself, yeah.
You're hurting your brain.
But as far as my intelligence, I think that it is a language barrier because I don't speak English. I speak Tricontrian.
I thought you speak Scoville.
Scoville in Scoville units only.
No, that's what they piss.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
But put it this way: you guys need to step the fuck up and get on my level.
Hey, watch it, bitch.
Oh,
I'm so sorry.
here's a tickling. There you go. Okay, we're back to
Okay.
Now,
Please tell me
Alright,
there are no more questions.
There's one more.
Great.
Hey,
yummy.
this is from Evan L. It says, "Hey Alfredo, in a few weeks my parents' girlfriend's coming over and they want me to cook dinner for them all. The only issue is that I don't have any grasp on the culinary arts. If you have any cooking tips for me, that would make me a happy boy. Thanks."
Favorite recipe. Get a dollop of butter, get 2 dollops of seaweed, get 3 dollops of sea green, and get creatine, and get party favors, and then get Mark to come over, and you're fine. So okay, but then I have another recipe called bristled crick. It's where I get the small of the back of a cripple, and I open him up, and I take out his kidney until he's broken, until he's crying, until he's broken, and then I push him off of the edge of a cliff, just like they do in Ozark, and then I open him up.
You're very off-putting. All
Why do
right.
you open up it twice?
that's it.
He's already open, dude.
Double open, double burger.
All right, Alfredo, go ahead and go back into the closet, please.
Please, God. man. Touch my lunch again and I'll fucking kill you. Understand?
I'm all the way over here, though.
Understand?
Okay.
I'll take this back.
Weird bitch. You know what I mean?
Jesus Christ.
Sick,
So I'm looking
sick
forward to that
bitch.
next week.
Is he gonna be at the premiere?
No.
No.
Thank God, dude.
Dude, he originally wanted to direct this.
I know. I was for it.
Yeah.
I was for it. He's a creative mind.
He is.
I think he wanted a producer credit on this.
He did.
Yeah.
I
Well,
mean, he's a producer of some of horrors and nightmares.
absolutely he is.
Only.
Yeah.
Unrelated
Totally.
to the movie, though. So that's
So give him the credit. Credit's due.
You know, he did one of those things where, like, you know, when a friend is left out and then they come to you later on with an idea and they're like, well, in his case, he was like, I don't even know if I could do it like an Alfredo impression. He was like, no, I can't even get it.
That was
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah.
But no, he
It's
was
close.
like,
Yeah.
he was
close.
like, oh,
Sorry, I'm trying to do an Alfredo impression now. I think that was about as close as I'm
Was,
going to get.
was mine any good?
Is that pretty good? Yeah.
you're close,
Ugh,
dude.
I can see
Anyways,
just
he
your
came to me with this
infected
idea.
molars.
He came to me with this idea. It was more of a business idea, and I was like, what does that have to do with film? And he's like, we film it. And then, honestly, I
What?
stopped listening because I was busy.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
It's usually the case.
I can't listen to the guy talk, honestly. He's
He's
just,
been so like, I don't know. His thoughts are like getting more erratic.
they are.
Yeah.
He's actually gotten more coherent, though. He used to be just completely like, nothing he said had any point at all.
Is it me, or does it sound like his voice changes sometimes?
Well, I
It
think
does.
him
He, like,
being
he, like,
here
has two
is like the monster from
personalities.
Spirited Away, where like it goes into the bathhouse and then it gets like insane. Like he's getting bigger and stronger.
What do you think he does when he leaves the office? Actually.
Does he still live with Jordan?
No, he's been living at this ice skating rink down in Detroit.
Does he
The
have a
old
coat?
one?
Does he have a coat?
No.
Because I've never seen him bring a coat to work.
No, he doesn't need it when he's in LA. He, of course, uses it when he's in Detroit because it's colder, especially during the winter seasons.
How does he fit a coat over his fourth lumps?
Oh, he has them custom designed from a lady down in
Phoenix, Oregon.
Yeah.
Phoenix,
Do
Oregon.
you know her?
Yeah, actually. No, that's how I got
Why are
the
you
job
texting
at
Lauren?
Southwood.
I'm texting Fareed. I'm telling him to shut the fuck up.
Oh.
Nice.
Sorry, dude.
Just kidding.
I haven't seen enough of Fareed lately. Do we have another topic?
Yeah.
We
We can talk about the Logan Paul situation.
fan art.
Well, fan art just goes up. We don't talk about it. We can briefly mention it.
Yeah, the Logan Paul situation.
So if you've noticed, there's a little bit of fan art playing in the video. So thank you to the editor for doing that. I believe it's going to be Jamie editing this. And if you'd like to submit fan art, what is the email, Mimi? SP7.
SP7fanart@gmail.com.
Hell
you,
yeah,
Mimi.
it is.
That was archery for all at
Nope.
archeryforall.art.
.tube.
But we're taking in all art and we're putting it in the podcast. So sorry for not having it last week.
Hey, you guys want to know something cool? Not cool, but aggravating potentially for anyone here, or not at all.
What? No, sure.
So
Oh, a booger.
I just found out today that Logan Paul.
Oh my God.
It's a Logan Paul story, but Logan Paul, poor guy, man. So he found out that he was not allowed to have a dog. Don't quote me on this because there could be missing pieces here of information, but
Then are you sure you want
That's
to say
perfect.
absolutely, I do. Logan Paul found out that he couldn't have his dog in his apartment or something like that, so he got his dog registered as what do they call a service dog, although he doesn't need a service dog, like a registered service
Wow.
dog
To keep the dog in the
to
apartment?
keep the dog in the apartment.
Where's the bad part?
That's just like disrespectful as hell because there's so many people that are offended who actually need service dogs
How does that affect them, though?
because it's already hard enough for them to like explain. It's just like disrespectful. It's like
What I don't understand is why he didn't just get the dog registered as an emotional support dog.
he
That's-
could have. He made a video like,
Oh, he made a video about it, too?
Yeah, that's what I mean. So it was like he
How do
got
we know
away
he-
with it.
How do we know he actually did that?
He has the certificate.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
My whole thing is
Could've
that
made it,
I
but-
got Vinny registered as an emotional support dog,
Same.
but it's a lot easier to do, and it does help with like housing, things like that, like certain pet deposits and
Yeah.
like places that say you can't have like they have small dogs and it's a big dog or something. But I did that because I genuinely have psychological issues that I just literally love Vinny so much. And I'm
Oh,
like,
I got, because you showed me the pet registration for that. I got mine registered, both of the dogs registered purely as an emotional support dog, purely because I don't feel like paying a bigger pet deposit.
oh, we're farting though.
Yeah. But
But that's okay. Like that's like.
does
that's
it
totally
really
different.
does it really affect people though?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Does it truly? Wait, Mimi, you want to explain how it
Yeah, I
affects
will.
people? Because I'm failing to
wanna-
grasp that.
Do you want to not sit in my spot though? Because I just farted.
Do you wanna
Oh, why don't we do the
bad.
party?
Well, I want you.
Bad.
Just get over.
Okay.
That was a
Um,
bad
so the
fart.
problem with people faking service animals is that people who don't actually have trained service animals and they
That's.
I'm sorry, I'm not
You're a
very
voice
close.
actress.
Oh,
By the way, Mimi is a voice actress, a very professional voice actress. She's the voice of Hallmark.
And also the voice of Squidward.
I had no idea that she did Hallmark commercials.
And Mr. Krabs.
Crazy. Anyway,
anyway, so when you have an animal posing as a service animal and it shits in a store or pisses in a store, it makes the people in the store really skeptical of anybody bringing in a service dog. And I have a friend who has one for a very legitimate reason, who has had so many issues with people saying, you can't have that dog in here, that's not a real dog, show me your paperwork. And it just makes it really hard for people who actually really need them to bring them in without getting a ton of shit, and on planes and stuff like that. So faking that is also, there's a huge fine for that too. So don't do it because it makes you an asshole.
Did you hear that, Logan?
Logan, that makes you an asshole, buddy.
I think he's
PSA.
fine.
I think he's a good dude.
Well, I mean, his brother, on the other hand, signed a multi-million-dollar deal with Atlanta Records, so
Wait, which
What?
one?
business is keeping on, keeping on.
And he's got he took over PewDiePie's YouTube Red Show. You know how PewDiePie had Scare PewDiePie? Did you hear about that?
Oh, that he's.
And then he backed out
Is
of
it
because
Scare Jake Paul?
it's basically the same thing. It's like some different title, but it's gonna be the exact same show. It's just funny because he like took over PewDiePie's whole.
Well, he does really good
Spiel.
horror gameplays. Logan Paul
PewDiePie?
does. So
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Logan Paul does.
I used to watch his
Jogan Paul, sorry.
Drake Paul.
I knew we couldn't get through an entire series on YouTube without mentioning Jake Paul or the Paul brothers. The brothers Paul.
brothers
Which
Paul.
Which one's which? Which one has like the bigger face?
Logan is the one with
Good question.
Logan is the one with patches of green, and then Jake is the one that doesn't have eyes.
You know, the only thing that's truly pissed me off about Jake Paul is how he acted at this Lamborghini dealership. Very stuck up. But what pisses me off more is that he was going to get the Huracan Performante.
Do you think he's actually like a car connoisseur, or do you think he just like Googled what's the coolest car?
I don't know, and that's what frustrates me even more, because the Performante is actually, I think, Lamborghini's best model they've ever made.
Oh.
It's well, I mean, there were a lot of issues. Sorry, I'm talking about cars again.
I like cars.
There
dude.
were a lot of issues with it because it has a terrible. People think of it in such a terrible way now because they may have faked their Nuremberg. I think it's the Nuremberg track record
Really?
for it. Yeah.
Wow.
Because it got, I want to say, 10 seconds something above the 918 Spider.
Uh-huh.
Really?
But they were accusing.
seconds?
They were accusing of Lamborghini of using aftermarket tires for it. So that could be why. But it's supposedly
Winter
such an
tires.
amazing. I watched this guy Salamandran. And he was talking about how it's just the best driver's car he's ever
Yeah, the
experienced.
Salamander
Man.
The Salamander Man, yeah. So that's
Salamander
interesting.
Jones.
Not faster than the 720S, but better driving car.
How about that Lexus LC500, baby?
Why is that your dream car?
It's not my dream car. It's more like the
Probably very comfortable.
the middle ground. Like, ooh, if I made a good amount of money someday, I'd get that.
All I know is
There's
I'm getting a
nicer
Fiat
cars.
next.
I know. And
Or
you
just
need
a car that has a good crash test rating.
Yeah, true.
trying to
Which
get a
luckily you had.
Charger Hellcat.
Man, if
Slow
I tell
car,
you anything
though.
about fast cars, just... You know what's funny? I can actually say after the accident. Or
Oh my god.
yeah,
Yeah,
I always use that as like a...
Same. I've been saying that for years. Like
Yeah.
that's.
Well,
yeah.
since the accident, and now it's
Different.
way too real to do.
Yeah, truly.
Do it.
And I'll be doing it.
Oh, I'll be doing it too.
I won't be doing it.
I'm going to be doing it.
I know you will.
Well, I might not be, actually,
It's
depending
a
on if
good
you...
coping mechanism.
Are you doing it?
And
Will
that
you do it?
I don't
has
know.
Do it
been
if you do it.
the podcast.
Is that the end of it?
I don't know. Do we have anything more to talk about?
Well, how much
Oh,
time?
damn.
We probably have enough footage. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
That was a good podcast.
well, on that note, it's unfortunate that we ended on a Paul thing, but that's okay.
On the brothers Paul.
The brothers, Paul, yeah. But once again, I want to thank Quip and Stitch Fix for sponsoring this podcast. You are keeping my financial situation afloat, and I want to thank everybody who goes and watches these videos and is going to go to the premiere and who just helps us out with even just watching the video. Honestly, I want to thank everybody that watches the video, and I also want to deeply thank people who do go to the sponsorship link in the description, who do try out the services, and who also purchase merch and all that, because you guys give us hope that there is a brighter future.
Can we get 100,000 likes on this video?
Yeah, we love you guys.
Especially with the demonetization. That's
Yeah.
been fucked. Every single video.
fucking video is demonetized.
I wonder fucking why.
So that means
Fuck, dude.
generally 24 to 48 hours after we post is when it gets remonetized, which means the monetization is $0 on every video we've posted. Maybe $20 now, probably per video, because all of the majority of the views and money that comes from the videos is now just gone.
Yeah.
Because it comes in within the first 24 to 48 hours.
And I've never been like one to complain on social media about like a financial situation
it's
or
annoying.
a YouTube issue.
Yeah.
But I think Casey Neistat's doing enough of that for all of us.
Yeah, he did go well though. He talked about the demonetized thing, and
Yeah.
like he talked about it really well. Like YouTube's the boss, and then, like YouTubers are the workers, and there's no communication, but they're getting paid 80% less. It's like your boss not telling you why or when or if it's ever gonna come back, why it's gone. You know what I mean?
So hopefully they
responsible.
figure that out. If I know anything about the YouTube situation, money lost will never come back. So
Truly.
I wouldn't expect that. I never get too hopeful. But on that light note, thank you guys for watching the podcast. This was episode 11. I'm Steven Suptic.
James.
Kib,
I'm Autumn.
suck a dick.
iTunes link in the description below. Check out all the other links. And we'll see ya next week or whenever we upload a video again.
Bye bye.
Ooh, today's payday. I got to talk to you guys about.
Just like, I gotta talk to you guys about
What? What's wrong?
None.
Sorry guys, I don't.
I gotta talk. I got a business with a nun.
I gotta pee so bad into any jug.
I need the jug.
Sorry, his.
Can you turn the lights off, kid?
Yes.